But wait, there's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer, a screamer.
Yeah, she a bad bitch, bad bitch, bad bitch, bad bitch, bad bitch, baddest of the baddest. I want to see that. I'm so glad it's over. It's so like low vibrational. It's not even funny, y'all. So the show starts off, and y'all, the audio, and this is South Central Baddies reunion part 2. The audio is getting worse and worse and worse as the show goes on, and it's really pissing me off because I couldn't hear a lot of what they were saying. Like I couldn't hear a lot of the answers that Darrell was asking because it looked like he was asking some like really good questions. So he asked Naj because this time it's Naj and ET on the stage. So he asked Naj like, "What are you coming on the show for?" You know, Naj, she lists every single one of her business she want to do. She was like, "Yeah, like I rap, I do hair, I do nails, I do eyelashes. You know, I wax pussies and like I suck a little here and there and like yeah, low. So that's what I'm gonna do." She named all her businesses. I said, "You better go ahead then, Naj." So then next thing you know, ET names what she wants to do and stuff, and then they get to fighting. I don't care what nobody say. ET lost both rounds. I'm sick of people dissing my girl Naj. They keep trying to like make it seem as if she's not that good of a fighter. Okay, she's a fighter now. Okay, but at the end of the day, she won. Like it is what it is. She won because she just won. Okay, so Naj Bri go outside to talk ish, and I guess ET got Naj really good in one of her eyes because her eyes started watering. I don't think it was a black eye because you could see it wasn't like she hit her so hard that it like you know what I'm saying, it started getting a little like dense, but I don't think it was a black eye in my opinion. It wasn't a Kayla Vance, Kayla motherfucking Vance. It wasn't a Kayla Vance type of black eye, so I wouldn't say it's a black eye to be honest. So you guys need to stop the cap and stop dissing the girl Naj. I'm just saying like, and I'm not even playing favorites. If ET beat her up, I would say yeah, she got beat up. On the second round, ET got her good a little bit, but I still think Naj won because there was a part where the security grabbed both of them. That's when ET started getting her hits in. Had security not grabbed them both at that time, Naj would have really beat her up because ET went in with her head down. So it is what it is, y'all. Y'all gotta admit it. Y'all gotta admit it. So Bri was outside, you know, talking ish. I'm like, shut up, Bri. Y'all know I don't like Bri because she's like a young girl. Like, if y'all don't know, Bri's like 18. She just graduated high school. So it's like, what are you doing here? Like, girl, you feel me? You need to start signing up for financial aid. Like, what's going on? Okay, start signing up for college. But you over here being a South Central baddie. I don't get it. I don't get it. So then after that happens, you know, they outside talking crap, they outside talking crap, they outside talking crap. So the next thing you know, they get back to the stage or whatever, and then we see ET. ET looked like she was finna cry. I don't care what nobody say. ET looked like when she came back on stage, Arella was just like, "So, that was a brawl." What do you have to say, ET? ET was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't, with Naj, like, I don't care. Like, she can't get no money off of me. Then she just started going. I was like, girl, it looked like she was 2 seconds from me. Like, ah! Like, no cap. I'm sorry. It was kind of funny because I wasn't the only one that peeped it because I was reading it in the comments, right? So then ET tells a story, and this is what's funny, and this is why y'all need to see when y'all hire y'all hosts, they need to know their research. They need to do their research. I know Relly probably did, but I feel like he didn't watch season 1 like that. So she mentions Persuasion from season 1. Y'all know Persuasion, or boop, 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 the trans that could fight. And Relly was just like, you talking about my Persuasion, the baddie? She's from the South. The baddie South Persuasion? Oh. And ET's like, no, I'm talking about like Persuasion season 1. So like, yeah. She kind of looked at Relly stupid. Relly was just like, oh, I'm sorry. I never heard about. So then they invite this girl named Mila, which is ET's friend. So she like, yeah, Mila for season 3. Like, we all just supposed to know who she is. And I'm like, okay. First of all, why are we having season 3 girls on the stage? This is a season 2 reunion, right? Okay. So they invite Mila on the stage. She comes on and she's just like, she come on the stage, she sit down or whatever. So then Relly's just like, so why do you want to be on the platform? Why do you want to be a South Central baddie? Mr. Mike. So then she's just like, I don't know, like I just want to travel, and she didn't really know what she coming on the show for. I said, whew, Lord bless them. So then they bring out Mimi from season 3 as well. We supposed to know her all of a sudden. So she comes out, be like, come on, Mimi, come on the stage. So she comes on to say, she said, or whatever. They ask her why she want to be on the show, blah, blah, blah. She answers. So then Kenzie and Zoe come back on the stage. Like most of the girls come back on stage and they hug it out. So I'm telling you, Kenzie really had no real problem with Zoe. She just felt like she's an easy girl to kind of pick on. She's an easy girl to read because Zoe's not that quick with it with words. You feel me? She just gets really mad and starts foaming at the mouth. Like, you still puss, you still booty, bitch. Like, she started foaming at the mouth and getting mad. So it's like, Zoe's not that quick with it. So she's an easy read. So they made up, which thank God, because like I said, it wasn't no real beef. After that happens, Mimi and Mila fight out of nowhere because Mila was like, Darrell was like, do you have any beef with anybody on the stage? Can I get a one? Anybody taking 1, 2? So then Mila's just like, I got a beef with her. And then all of a sudden they boop, 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 they start fighting. And I'm like, wait, this is so random. It doesn't make any sense. Meanwhile, when they fought, Mila's wig coming off. Her wig is coming off. It came off, okay? The cap was not on her head anymore. The cap was not on her head at all.
It's the cap for me.
Yeah, the cap is on your hair, on the top of your head.
The cap is
the
on
wig
your
is the
hair.
cap.
Okay, the cap was not on her head. So then after that happens, right? They go in the bathroom, you know, they piecing together the wig pieces and everything like that because the caps were off. So then the girls come back on stage. And mind you, Relly's just surprised because Relly didn't expect all of this fighting to happen. So Relly was just like, we was getting positive. It was getting really positive. Like, what's going on? I thought we was ending on a good note. Okay, he was a little shocked. He was a little kerfuffled because he thought, there was ending on a good note. Surprising to him, they weren't. So after that happens, like I said, Barbie and ET and all of them come back on stage, and ET and Barbie end up getting into it, right? Over this whole trans situation. So ET was basically saying how she used to have ET was saying she used to have Barbie over her house like a lot. Like she used to have her over her house like a good amount of times. And next thing you know, a lot of the dudes that used to be at ET's house, they used to try to holler at Barbie. Like they used to, give her like they used to want to talk to Barbie. And Barbie was just like, it's not my fault that like, I'm trans and they want to talk to me. So it's like, I don't give up. I get both sides. At the end of the day, if ET tells them, hey, she's trans or whatever, if they try to talk to her, she is looking out for her at the end of the day. So Barbie should kind of like appreciate that. And ET's wrong because why are you bringing her to a house when you know a whole bunch of niggas gonna come over? Straight niggas, quote unquote. Let me do it. Let me do it. Straight niggas. So it's like you wrong for that because you low-key set her up. Like you shouldn't have her there with a whole bunch of straight hood niggas around her, period. Because they're gonna try to might want to try to get at her because she got a fat booty. But then some of them so dumb and some of them do be knowing she trans, but they want to holler on the low, which puts her in danger. So I get both sides of it, to be honest, which Darrell was kind of saying too. Like really was like, oh, like I get it, blase blase. And they even bring up the moolah situation, which Barbie gave me a little detail about that, which I'm not gonna sell too much, but yeah, she kind of told me about a little situation like that, and brought up the moolah situation and everything like that, and how Moolah tried to talk to her, but Darrell had to tell him like, hey, like she's trans, she comes with a piece of candy. So yeah. So at the end of the day, Barbie was just like, I don't care, like I'm gonna be myself, blah blah blah. Which I get though, but still, Barbie, you can't be trying to trick straight niggas because that's how stuff be happening in the news. Trans girls be dying over stuff like that. So I get what Darrell was saying 100%, right? But after that happens and stuff like that, they start playing hood games, okay? Because so Cowboy was just like, I don't give a fuck. Like, at the end of the day, you're not the only one I've been in the hood with. Like, I go to Washington, I go to Crip Streets, I go to, Crip Walking Avenue, all that. Like, what you talking about? Like, you're not the only girl I be in the hood with. So she's basically saying her face is good in any hood and that she could basically be in any space comfortably and not be touched, okay? So, which I get. at the end of the day, I get what she was trying to say. Like, ET is not the one that could protect her. Like, she could be anywhere and be safe. Which I'm like, okay, and then Barbie, your face good in the hood. So then after that happens, um, ET and Barbie just start going at it, and then Mila went to jump in. Season 3 Mila, right? Season 3 Mila wants to jump in and tries to fight Barbie and stuff like that. Which I'm like, okay, you saying she's a man and all that. Why are you trying to fight her? Why don't you call your brothers in them? Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, I don't get that. Like, to me, it was kind of irritating to me how like they was getting so mad. Don't get me wrong, Barbie was popping her ish too, but they was getting so mad trying to fight her. But then they'd be like, "Oh, you a man? I can't fight you." But then you trying to fight her. It just don't make sense to me. So I like how Darrell was like talking to Barbie, like, how like the girls be saying how they for the community, but when something happens, it all goes out the window. I really do like that because it's 100% facts. So I was just like, thank you, Darrell, for like talking some sense into Barbie, because it seems as if like, you feel me, she was getting kind of warped and everything. So then Kenzie gets on my nerves. Okay. Kenzie gets on my nerves because she kept throwing shots at Barbie being trans, which I was just like, you're trans too. And like basically calling her masculine, saying all this stuff about Barbie. And I'm like, I don't get the trans community sometimes, because it's like, that's not cool. Like, you say all this, she's like, my birth style, my ID say female. My ID say female though. What you talking about? My ID say female. And I'm like, wait, that don't mean nothing, because some people still consider Kenzie to be like masculine and stuff like that. So it's like you throwing shots at her, siding with ET and them, but you just like Barbie. It makes no sense to me. That's why Kenzie, she just rubs me the wrong way, because it's like she be throwing me. Sometimes I'll be with her, but then she be doing something so out left field that I'm like, what the hell? It just don't make any sense. So then I like Barbie though. Because she just be acting all about it. Like right when they're separating the fights and everything, mind you, they trying to fight Barbie, like Mila and ET and them. And she's just walking by. She's just like, bitches, they try to hit me with a ring though, but like we cool though. Like I'll give up. Like I'm good. Like what you talking about? Like yeah. Like she just don't care. I'm like, she's the definition of unbothered that I'm trying to be like. So it's like I'm not there yet. So shout out to Barbie for that. She just doesn't care. So then Kenzie gets really mad, and Kenzie and Bri get into it over something. And basically Kenzie calls Bri out because she's like, you a jit. You 18, girl. You 18. You can't get like me. You can't get like me. You 18. Which I'm like, thank you. Somebody's calling out Bri for being a child among the South Central baddies. I'm like, thank you, y'all. So then Kenzie gets really mad. We end up finding out, because she ends up going outside, that her brother died on the show, and like they were mocking her brother's death. There were group chats posting her brother's obituary, all this stuff. I'm like, if you're so evil to do something like that, God gonna get you so bad, it's not even gonna be funny. It's not even gonna be funny. So Daryl was just like, it's okay, baby. Your heart, I know. You're not mad, your heart. You didn't heal over your brother's death. Which I'm like, at least we got to see a really like real moment, and it wasn't produced about what's actually going on in some of these girls' lives. So like I was happy to see that. I was really, really happy to see that, to be honest. So Naj and Zoe talk about the Rock situation, right? Oh my god. Which I'm like, and mind you, Naj kind of exposed Zoe, which I kind of knew about this already, that Zoe slept with Blue. But what I heard happen was, allegedly Zoe gave Blue some of that sloppy toppy, okay? And she's not the one in Blueface's phone, if you guys are wondering. So Naj and so they start getting into it about the whole situation, and Zoe made a good point. She was just like, this girl gave me somewhere to sleep. Why would I just turn on her like that? Like, she gave me somewhere to literally rest my head. Why would I turn on her? So I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Though Naj was wrong in that situation, because you can't pressure somebody to fight that don't want to fight at the end of the day. Even though Zoe, I know Zoe was probably talking crap about Rock, but that's how Zoe is. She's dingy as hell, not the smartest. So it's like you got to give those type of people, you can't give too much energy to some of those, to people like that at all. So then Naj goes outside because she's pissed. So she's because of the whole Zoe situation, she don't like the fact that she explained it herself. So she goes outside. It looked like she was filming a hip hop monologue. Okay, the audio was crystal clear, but it looked like she was just like in a hip hop musical rap monologue, and she was just like, yeah, and everything like that. And you see the graffiti in the background. I said, this looked like a raw ass music video. Purr. They should have filmed the reunion outside because the audio was better, anyways. To be honest, I'm just saying they should just did it outside. And at the end, we find out ET and Zoe won, which I'm glad Zoe won, because if you guys know, Zoe doesn't have the most secure living situation. So the fact that she won, I'm just like, yay! Shout out to Zoe for that. I'm really, really happy that she won this season. She won the money and stuff like that. ET, on the other hand, it should have been Naj that won. That's just my opinion. I am a little biased, but hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think about this season and this reunion in general. Were you guys kind of irritated with the mic issues because we couldn't hear too much clearly? Who do you think should have won out of the South Central Baddies? And what do you think about the whole Barbie situation? Because like really said, that's a controversial, situation. So yeah. What do you guys think about that whole situation? You guys think Barbie was right or ET was right? Entertainers, we are out, babies.
Ain't no personal thing.